Good morning. My name is Mr. Muloke. Once again, I've come to you with another presentation in literature in English. Last time I talked about the element of a story. After finishing the element of the story, I touch now the element of style. On the element of style, I talked about the point of view. That was my first point of view. When you talk about the point of view, there are three types of point of view. There is the omniscient point of view, there is the first person point of view, and the third person point of view. Today I want to continue my presentation. I want to talk about imagery and symbolism, which are very important as we are trying to understand a novel in literature in English. When we talk about those two, any novel, as you are reading, any novel is written in two levels of meaning. There is what is called the literary meaning and the symbolic meaning. The literary meaning is just to do with the meaning we get as we are reading. It has to do with the dictionary meaning. As you read the book, there is a certain message which is passed to you from the writer. That is a literary meaning. It's like when you are reading a newspaper, you get some information from there. That is the literary meaning. But there is a second level of meaning we call symbolic meaning. For you to get a symbolic meaning, you need to know some techniques. Like most of the time, writers use symbols and images, so to hide that second level of meaning. So you need to be able to abstract to get that meaning, to get the meaning of those symbols or those images, for you to understand the second type of meaning. For example, we have George Orwell wrote Animal Farm. He wrote about animals, tried to personify animals, give the roles of human being to animals. But in the real sense, you and I, we know animals cannot talk, animals cannot work, cannot have leadership, the way it's portrayed in Animal Farm. We understand George Orwell wanted to explain something which was happening in his society, in Russia by then. So, like for example, we have the novel also, Devil on the Cross. It's just another meaning, just by the title Devil on the Cross. You understand there is a certain symbolism, there is certain images the writer wants you to get from there, because you want to talk about maybe something which is very sensitive. It cannot come in the open. So what we call imagery. Imagery is just the use of image. It's the use of figurative language that appeal to some senses, that makes something abstract, to give more meaning to something abstract, to represent the concrete things. It's the use of that language. It's the use of descriptive details to explain, which appeals to the sense. When I want to talk about sense, we're talking about the five senses. So when we use those descriptive details that appeal to the senses, we are using imagery. We have the second point, which is called symbolism. Symbolism is just the use of symbols. That's the use of the symbols. Symbols which can be interpreted. Symbols which can be interpreted in a certain way, because symbols have meaning. The other one is use of images that appeal to the senses, but the other one is just the use of symbols. But remember, you're supposed to understand these two. It's very cardinal for you to understand a novel. Understand what the images which are there, symbols which are there, so that you can understand not only the literal meaning, you understand also the symbolic meaning of the novel. As I said, most of the writers, most of the novels are written in the two level of meaning, which you're supposed to understand as a reader. Thank you for watching me today, watching my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube. Until we meet again, goodbye.